Hello guys, Longy here. Thank you for tuning in. Today we've got a new special guest to the channel. Goes by the name of Mr Snoww from the 5D clan, and he has for us some tier 10 gameplay in the Russian destroyer Khabarovsk. I hope you enjoy. Hello Smudge.
Hey Longy, what have you got today?
So today we have a special guest to the channel, Mr Snoww. Welcome Mr Snoww.
Thank you.
And what have you got for us today?
I have a tier 10 Russian destroyer Khabarovsk game, where I have to try and herd my team into position, and at the start try and carry the game myself, as I am the only destroyer on our team.
Okay, obviously only destroyer and a Russian, meaning your detection is probably not going to match up with the Japanese on the other team that I saw.
Yeah, that shim will constantly be outspotting me, unfortunately, so it will be hard for us to get caps.
So I suppose with him carrying that knowledge as well, his only risk really is the aircraft carrier on your team outspotting him, so he's probably safe for caps other than planes.
Yeah, let's hope that our carrier tries to spot him, otherwise we have no hope of spotting the enemy shim.
I see that you're communicating early on that you're not going to be going into the cap. Is it typical for the team to ask you to head in?
Yeah, typically we do get some people that aren't knowledgeable about the Khabarovsk to ask it to go and cap, but most people do know that Khabarovsks aren't supposed to cap, and they just tend to kite away due to their high detection. And you'll see here that I'm using my detection ring on my minimap to see how far I can push up into B.
Okay, so far stayed undetected, but you can see you're a good distance off the cap, and you're basically at the limits of detection. That's how bad the detection on the ship is.
Yeah, it is like a light cruiser, basically.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the Minotaur actually outspots you, does he not?
Yeah, it spots me by 0.8 kilometers.
But if you compare that to the DDs, they're going to have, what, 3.5k spotting distance on you? They've got plenty of time to react before you even see them.
Oh yeah, definitely they have miles on me. And you'll see I have to double back on B to get my bearings, see what's going into B, see where I can position myself.
So at this stage we know that one of the DDs is in cap. I believe it's a Shimmer and a Kiev on the enemy team.
Yeah.
What's the Kiev spotting distance on you?
The Kiev, I believe, is about same as the Minotaurs on me. 0.8 to about 1 kilometers on me.
So you've been detected for quite a while as you charged in there. It's got to be the Shimmer.
Yeah, the Kiev was actually already spotted over A, so I was aware that the Shim was in B. That's why I did push in a bit, because the Shims are not likely to shoot me.
Yeah. And you've already got the speed boost running. You're likely to be able to dodge any torps coming your way.
Yeah, but I'm just at this point kiting away, trying to shoot the closest ship pushing in towards B to try and deter them away from B.
Was there a specific aim for the torpedoes you laid, or just sort of covering an area?
No, those torps are just to sort of area denial, B cap, try and flush the Shim out of there.
We can see the Shimmer has in fact smoked. I think you probably scared him a little bit, but it did look like you were going to charge into B at one stage. He instantly smoked.
Yeah, I think actually he smoked because of the enemy plane, friendly planes coming over to spot him.
Okay, fair enough.
I would have kept him spotted.
So
as you can see here, this Kurfürst is very aggressive, pushing into B. Probably shouldn't have done that, as most of our team are at B. At this point, he's pretty much given up.
yeah, he has come broadside to your team here, which is I appreciate. He's probably seen your torpedoes go past. He knows that he's not going to get any more of them. But turning broadside, yeah, like you say, I think he's given up.
Yeah.
I feel like perhaps he could have made a full turn and given himself some time to regenerate health and came back later, maybe.
Yeah, potentially. Like he's got such a HP pool. He definitely could have done something more than this, I feel. But yeah, overextended. The very definition of it.
And kill number 1 for you.
Yeah, and now I try to make sort of more of a push towards B, get rid of this Montana as he is the closest ship again.
Speaking of overextended, I see the Bismarck's pushing into Kappa as well on the friendly team.
Yeah, I try to use that to my advantage and push up a bit, as he is the centre of attention at the minute.
I see
Montana.
There isn't really a focus here on trying to keep all 4 guns going at any one time. You are very much maneuverability over firepower.
Yeah, definitely. It's more important to dodge shells than get shells hit targets. As it's less important to get damage if you're going to take about 8k for that little damage that you do.
I see you instantly swapped from the Montana to the Shimakaze once it became detected, obviously considering that a priority at this point.
Yeah, it's much more important target at this point. Because that shim is stopping our battleships from pushing into B.
Shimmer obviously goes undetected, he's not going to hang around to fight you. Back to the Montana, I assume?
Yep, I fire speculative torps in Montana as I don't actually have the grey line on where he's going. I just guess that he is going to keep turning right and hopefully turn into my torps.
It does look like he is turning into them, so that might work out nicely.
Yeah, I would have expected that he'd turn into a destroyer, obviously firing torps him, but luckily for me he's keeps aiming straight.
I guess his attention is on the Kurfürst and the Yamato just in front of him there.
Yeah, he's also been preoccupied.
Very
That has
costly
not
mistake.
paid off for him. So what's your plan at this stage?
At this stage I'm trying to slowly herd my team into B, but they're not really wanting to push up because of that shim still around B cap, so I try to push up myself, but I do get met with a New Orleans and Zhao, which causes a few problems for me.
Yeah, so we see both of them popped up at pretty much the same time there. They're both coming towards the cap. That's not ideal.
Yeah, I do try to angle towards New Orleans to minimise damage from him. But
It looks like he's firing AP.
Yeah, which will actually go straight through my 50mm belt and cause penetration damage, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a big hit straight off the bat there from the Orleans.
But I see in chat you were encouraging your team to A, push up, and B, actually focus the New Orleans.
Yeah, because he is the biggest threat to me at the minute. So at this
So
point I
this-
do try to turn away.
Yeah, this doesn't look sustainable. You're not going to be able to get undetected. You can see they're just well, even if they weren't coming inside your circle, the shimmer has reappeared.
Yeah, and now I do try to focus down the shim. The moment he's detected.
So I suppose this works out quite nicely because you're able to angle away from the Zhao and New Orleans and bring all guns with the broadside onto the Shimakaze.
Yeah, that shim isn't in a good position because he can get shot by me very easily. You see he's trying to go behind the rock to try and hide from me.
Yeah, obviously you can't get undetected with your CV constantly spotting him with the bombers.
Yeah, our CV is doing a good job spotting him. Unfortunately he does go undetected now and I can't get any shots on him.
Yeah, you do notice sometimes CVs won't consider that as a priority. They tend to just go for their own damage numbers, but massively underrated job.
Yeah, definitely sometimes CVs just need to leave bombers or torpors there without ammo and to keep the destroyer spotted and, well, getting dead really.
Yeah, getting ships like that out of the way as quickly as possible is just a huge advantage.
Yeah.
So we are only a few minutes into the game and you're already up to 183 hits with 6 fires. Is that typical number of hit to fire ratio?
Yeah, as the Khabarovsk mainly shoots battleships, therefore it gets more shatters than penetration hits, which causes less fire because there's less of a fire chance on shatters. So around this amount of fires is average.
At the moment, obviously, your team is at a disadvantage, 2 caps to 1. You're down on points, but level on ships. Sort of, what's your plan to combat it?
Well, my plan is to hopefully get rid of that shim, which was what I was sort of aiming torps at. I was aiming torps at exit points of C, hoping the Shimakaze would come out and run into one.
Okay, so they're not targeted at all. They're just, I guess, area denial and hopeful.
Yeah, just area denial. See if any ships pushing out run into them.
So you finished the turret, so that's your 3rd kill already, and that is the subtotal of the team's efforts.
Yeah.
Quick to switch to AP on that Minotaur there.
Yeah, AP on a broadside Minotaur will hurt him a lot. And fortunately I do get that kill on the shim, which is a massive turning point, allowing my battleships to push in.
So a couple of your battleships at least had started turning around. They're no longer in full retreat, but with that shimmer out the way, hopefully they will push with you.
Yeah, they do start pushing here. You see this Yamato behind me and Edinburgh getting closer as well.
So you said turning point for the team. I suppose this also enables you now to get into Bravo unopposed and get those capture points in your favour.
Yeah, definitely I can go slightly stealthy into Bravo at this point. Wait till I get ships in my range to kite away at us again.
So it's probably
Again.
worth mentioning, being in a Khabarovsk, you do have the repair party here, so you are able to reclaim a little bit of the health that you've lost so far.
Yeah, I do make good use of that, as well the Khabarovsk does survive quite a long time in the battle, so repair parties are very useful for it. It's constantly spotted.
I see here you've actually opened up aggressively against the Minotaur. Are you not sort of worried about his potential damage to you?
No, because his shell arcs don't allow him to reliably hit me, at that range at least, and he's going behind an island, so he won't be able to get shots on me at the minute.
Okay, so another testament to your high speed and good maneuverability.
Yeah.
And what is the maximum speed of the Khabarovsk?
It is 48.7 knots.
Is that
While
with
running
the
the speed
flags?
boost.
Flag, speed boost, everything, yeah.
So at that speed, I imagine it's very, very hard to hit at any sort of distance.
Even in a straight
Yeah.
line, let alone with all the turning that you constantly be doing. I don't think there's a period here where you were going in a straight line.
Oh no, definitely not. The only time it is easy to hit is when it's in a full turn, due to its recent nerf of its turning speed.
So I guess at this point you've got no choice but to open up in this New Orleans, but his focus was elsewhere when you started opening up, and he is low health.
Yeah, I just need to finish that New Orleans, as he's the greatest threat to me at the minute. Closest cruiser can do a lot of damage to me.
Has opened
It
up the
looks like-
Confederate there.
Oh, and you almost took the Kraken Unleashed, but someone else just beat you to the kill there.
Yeah.
So the Kiev now, sort of a straight up knife fight between two Russian DDs. He looks like he's employing your tactics and trying to kite away whilst keeping the guns turning on you.
Yeah, the Kiev can actually do that a bit better than me, as he's relatively the same speed as me, but a lot smaller and more manoeuvrable, and has better range than me.
Does
Okay,
break
so he-
contact.
Yeah, he tries to he doesn't stay in the smoke, actually just uses it as a sort of getaway smoke.
It doesn't
Unfortunately,
seem like he's gaining distance on you though.
No, he won't be gaining distance on me, as I am slightly faster than him, I believe, and our CV is going over to spot him.
So
But
typically
it's no
that would have been a
getting
good move. He would have been undetected at this point and free to maneuver, but yeah, the CV has denied him that.
Yeah.
So that is twice now that your CV has kept DDs spotted for your team to have a better chance of killing it.
Yeah, he's done well in this game. Played for the team. At this point, I see the Yamato's sort of trying to kite away, so I see the openings, get into C and cap it.
Is the Yamato much of a threat to you?
If I'm bow on or have my aft shown to him, he is, because he can get penetration damage straight through my ship.
Okay, so your plan here is to keep him broadside and work on the Kiev?
Yeah, try and get rid of that Kiev, as he's the biggest threat so far, but at this point I see the game's mainly won, so I'm not too worried about dying. I'm just trying to get rid of that Kiev for my team.
I suspect if you were to go down here, that Kiev could do a fair bit of damage to the Yamato and Kurfürst before the game's out.
Oh yeah, definitely. But there's no chance of them getting over to cap A and B.
Yeah, there is a cruiser line over there working on the Zhao, I think it is. So yeah, the guys over on this end would definitely struggle to carry the game.
Yeah.
Yamato does get some good shots on you there.
Yeah, you get some good penetration damage as he starts to push in and close the distance, so it's easy to get hits.
Does he take the Kraken Unleashed award there for your 5th kill?
Yep. And now the Yamato fires a second salvo at me, so I fire torps him and try to go undetected.
So while the game is basically won, there's no point throwing your life away at this stage.
No, just try and get the last kill, fire torps, preserve my life.
Pick up some bonus cap XP, I suppose, as well.
Yeah, just try and stay in the cap as well. And unfortunately for them, their CV didn't do a good job of spotting or trying to damage me at the start. If he had, the outcome might have been quite different.
Yeah, certainly. I think certainly from the mid game, it looked like the enemy CV was under pressure by one of our Kurfürsts. But yeah, if he had been anything like your carrier, it could have been a very different game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he spotting me wouldn't be much of a problem, as I am always spotted, but his bombers can do very high damage to me. Even kill me in one shot if he gets lucky.
But looks like, I mean, you've got fairly consistent damage over all armaments. You've managed some good torpedoes, you've got some good fires, some good gun penetrations.
Yeah, that was. It's fairly rare for Khabarovsk to get torpedo hits actually, because they're usually so far away and out of their torpedo range. But fortunately for me, there was a very aggressive Montana not paying attention to where I was and where I was firing torps from.
And you wonder also how that shimmer was sort of caught, whether he was in between reversing and going forward and unable to maneuver.
Yeah, that shim was quite unlucky as well, actually.
He would have been flustered from you nailing him, I'm sure, but still, yeah, it was a lucky shot.
Yeah.
Overall, a really nice game to watch in the Khabarovsk. So, some very nice XP there. You got your 7,300 experience gained for the ship, and you got your 3 heroic achievements, 153,000 damage, very respectable. By far top of the leaderboard on the team scores, over 500 between you and the next guy. Your potential damage, looking at that, very impressive, over 2 million potential damage to your ship.
Yeah, that's from kiting away and everyone trying to shoot at me, but evidently failing, as the maneuverability is so good on the Khaba.
Very impressive though for a ship with only 20-odd thousand HP in total.
Yeah.
And then moving on to your credits and XP, obviously a good chunk of credits, 250,000. Some good commander XP, and from your battle hardened camo. And I see you've got the Zulu Hotel flags there for the commander XP.
Yeah, both increasing commander XP by quite a lot.
Okay, and would you mind talking us through your captain skill selections?
Yes, on the first row I've gone for preventive maintenance to help my main battery survive longer, and also my engine from not being shot out. On the second row, same thing, last stands, helping me keep moving so my engine doesn't get knocked out or steering. On the third row, I've gone for survivability expert to keep me alive longer. Also improve the effectiveness of my repair party because it's on percentage of your HP it repairs you. Also BFT to increase my rate of fire. Superintendents to obviously increase the number of heals that I get, and demo expert for obvious reasons to constantly set more fires, increase the fire chance, which is the main objective of the Khabarovsk. And on the fourth row, you'll notice I haven't gone for concealment expert like most destroyers do. I've gone for AFT to increase my range and allow me to kite from further back and ultimately get less shots put onto me.
Okay, that all makes sense. And how would you set up the ship itself in terms of upgrades?
Well, for the first upgrade, I've gone for main armaments 1 to increase the survivability of my main guns. For the second one, I've gone for aiming systems 1 to just get more accuracy. It's overall the best upgrades on that slot, in my opinion, to be honest. On the third one, I've gone for main battery 3 to increase my rate of fire, increase the damage output. And on the fourth row, propulsion modification 1 to again increase the fireability of my engine propulsion. Sorry. On the fifth row, I've gone for steering gear modification 2, so it's easier for me to kite away and turn faster, avoiding more shots. And on the sixth one, steering mod 3 for again the same reason, avoiding shots.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. I appreciate the submission and the replay, and I hope you enjoyed recording with us.
Yep, thank you very much for having me.
No problem. Hopefully we'll see you in another future replay soon. And that is about it for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy it, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss one of the future episodes coming up. Thank you very much, and catch you in the next one.